There wasn't the slightest possible chance that they would go to the lighthouse tomorrow, Mr. Ramsay snapped out irascibly. How did he know, she asked. The wind often changed. The extraordinary irrationality of her remark, the folly of women's minds, enraged him. He had ridden through the valley of death, been shattered and shivered, and now she flew in the face of facts, made his children hope what was utterly out of the question, in effect told lies. He stamped his foot on the stone step. "Damn you," he said. But what had she said? Simply that it might be fine tomorrow. So it might. Not with the barometer falling and the wind due west. To pursue truth with such astonishing lack of consideration for other people's feelings, to rend the thin veils of civilization so wantonly, so brutally, was to her so horrible an outrage of human decency that without replying, dazed and blinded, she bent her head as if to let the pelt of jagged hail, the drench of dirty water, bespatter her unrebuked. There was nothing to be said. He stood by her in silence. Very humbly at length, he said that he would step over and ask the coastguards if she liked. There was nobody whom she reverenced as she reverenced him. She was quite ready to take his word for it, she said. Only then they need not cut sandwiches, that was all. They came to her naturally, since she was a woman, all day long with this and that, one wanting this, another that. The children were growing up. She often felt she was nothing but a sponge sop full of human emotions. Then he said, "Damn you." He said it must rain. He said, "It won't rain." And instantly a heaven of security opened before her. There was nobody she reverenced more. She was not good enough to tie his shoestrings, she felt. Already ashamed of that petulance, of that gesticulation of the hands when charging at the head of his troops, Mr. Ramsay rather sheepishly prodded his son's bare legs once more, and then, as if he had her leave for it, with a movement which oddly reminded his wife of the great sea lion at the zoo, tumbling backwards after swallowing his fish and walloping off so that the water in the tank washes from side to side, he dived into the evening air, which, already thinner, was taking the substance from leaves and hedges, but, as if in return, restoring to roses and pinks a lustre which they had not had by day. "Someone had blundered," he said again, striding off up and down the terrace. But how extraordinarily his note had changed! It was like the cuckoo. In June he gets out of tune. As if he were trying over, tentatively seeking some phrase for a new mood, and having only this at hand, used it, cracked though it was. But it sounded ridiculous. Someone had blundered, said like that, almost as a question, without any conviction, melodiously. Mrs. Ramsay could not help smiling, and soon, sure enough, walking up and down, he hummed it, dropped it, fell silent.